morning, friends. Happy Friday, April 14th. Crystal here from Find Your Road Home with today's 3-card reading. Please remember, the first card is always for you. The second card is always for someone else. That someone else might be a stranger, a friend, or a loved one. And the third card is always something to remember or watch for. It is often an opportunity. All right, so thank goodness we made it to Friday, right? Although it has been a very enlightening week. I don't know about you, but I feel like it has been a week full of love lessons, right? Lessons about love and following our heart, all about them. Okay, so let's continue those lessons, okay? So the card for you today is Pair. Pair. Pair has two beautiful flamingos with their heads together. Pair is all about finding a thought partner, finding someone that you can talk to about whatever it is that you're going through, whether it's a personal struggle, whether it's a project that you're trying to get off the ground, whatever it is, find someone or someone's that you can talk to, okay? This one is a yellow yield, so we got to slow down a little bit. It's about the journey, not the destination. It's a dirt road. It's about past or future. And it is all about earth, okay? So on this one, it is all about earth. Putting your heads together and earthing with a friend. Okay. So you might be investigating it. You might be analyzing the situation together. That's what happens when we earth with someone else. We analyze. We don't always think about the fact that earth folks are really good at analyzing. We just think they make really great lists, but they're really good at analyzing. So that's what all of this is about. It's about getting your head together with someone else and thinking through, analyzing the situation. Now, more than likely, the reason it's a pair, remember, I tell you this all the time, your mind is a trickster. And so sometimes we have to speak and process, and someone else needs to hear those words come together in combination and go, what? What did you just say? What? Because sometimes our soundtrack, sometimes the words get a little jumbled and they start to overlap, and it starts to sound like revved up like a douche instead of revved up like a deuce. Okay. So just keep that in mind. That's why we have to speak it out so that it can become more clear. And so our friend can help us analyze it. What fun! Can I be your friend and help you analyze? I like to analyze. I love earthing. It's so fun. All right, the message for someone else today. Please remember that by helping someone else, we also help ourselves. By raising their vibration, we also raise our own. I heard this again on a podcast yesterday, so I'm like, I'm going to make sure I keep reminding folks that. So the message for someone else today is glue. Glue is the reminder that they might be feeling like this is way too much. This is way more than I can carry, universe. You tell me you only can give me what I can handle, but this feels like more than that. Well, the universe is telling you that you are strong enough. Our friend has this inner glue that while they may feel like their little parts and pieces are falling off as they're walking down the road, really, they're being held to them. They're just dragging the parts and pieces along behind them. They haven't lost them. They're still there. They're holding on to them as tight as they can, okay? Because they really can handle it. It just is really hard. And that's okay. Sometimes it's hard. We can't expect life to always be easy. I think that's entitlement at its greatest, right? is that we think life should always be easy. And it's not. Sometimes it's hard. And sometimes we just have to, as we're walking along and we drop the sock out of our pile of laundry and we bend over and we pick up that sock, then another sock falls out and we just bend over and pick up that sock and we walk a little farther and then a new sock falls out and we pick up that sock and oh, what? A pair of underwear. And then you just keep picking it up as you walk along. Eventually you get to the washer and all the clothes get in there. That's what glue is saying. So our friend might feel like they're losing everything along the way, but it really is okay. Eventually them and all their parts and pieces will get there intact. I promise. This one is a green. Okay. So this is once I just need to recognize that I got it. I may not feel it. I'm just going to say it. I got it. Got it. God didn't put birds on the earth to let them starve. He gives them food. It's a Bible verse, okay? He's the same for you, okay? We were put on this earth. We weren't put here just to struggle. Like, we were put here to survive our struggles. So how can we have that faith to get there? It is a future or immediate change, no past. Okay. And it is a fire. That just tells me keep going. Keep going. You got this. Just bend down and pick up the sock and keep going. If another sock falls, pick it up. If it's not an important sock, leave it there. That's a really big lesson that I've learned through time, is it's okay to leave the sock there. Mm-hmm. All right. I remember or watch for today. Are you ready? Remember or watch for is wind. And wind is that warning of change. Okay? Change sometimes smells beautiful like the flowers. In the book, it says honeysuckle. I love honeysuckle. I love the smell of it. And actually, it's probably honeysuckles. Like, I could probably go take some walks and find some honeysuckle. I should do that. All right. So it could smell really pretty like honeysuckle, or it could smell like a pig farm. I also grew up around pig farms. I actually don't mind the smell of them, but lots of other people do. So wind can be good. Wind can be bad. Change can be good. Change can be bad. Change can be neither. Like, we like to classify everything as either good or bad. Sometimes it's just change. It's just something different. And it doesn't necessarily have to be good or bad. Wind is that reminder that we need to not put up our walls and we need to allow that change. Okay. It is a yellow. So it is a slow down and think about it. But as we slow down and think about it, it is a freeway. So it is a fly. Okay. So slow down and think about it. And when we accept it, it'll fly. It is all about the future and only the future. And it is air. So learning, communicating, collaborating, friendship, pair. Okay. So wind is all about change. Communicating, talking through it. All right. So that was all of them separate. Now let's look at them as a whole, because really, honestly, again, they all beautifully tell a nice message in a row. Okay. So we looked at them individually for our separate people, ourselves, our friends, our reminder. Now let's look at it as a sentence. So universe wants us to get a thought partner so that we can talk through things that we need to talk through, because life is about the journey. More than likely, it's that we feel like we're falling apart and we feel like we don't have this, but we do. And our friend is going to help remind us that we got this, that we got glue, and we just need to bend over and pick up the sock. And if another sock falls, we just bend over and we pick up the next sock. Like, we got this. Just keep bending over and picking up the dang socks. It's okay. And then our friend also is there to remind us that that change, like it's there and it's okay to allow it. And that sometimes it'll be good, sometimes it'll be bad, and sometimes it's just change. Okay? So it all goes together. Thank you, friend. So the key today is to go find yourself a good thought partner. All right? Okay. So that is our message for Friday. We are halfway through April. Can you believe that we are already halfway through the 4th month of the year? Like, where the heck does time go? It flies. Like, you feel like it flies when you have little itty bitties, but it really flies once they're grown. Like, all of a sudden you have no more milestones to mark against and time just flies away. Like, all of a sudden it's gone. There's just no time left. Okay, so go out there with kindness today. Someone else might be feeling like time is flying by too, and they might be a little stressed by it. Others might be just chill, and they might just be waiting for the change and they're riding that wave. Whatever it is, go out there with kindness. Do nice things for other people. We don't know where they're at. All right, have a great day. I love you, and see you on Monday.